Hey guys, you're watching an average of 12 that I did one-handed. It's not my personal best, but it's pretty good anyway. I mostly wanted a video that I could use as a background for this commentary about an algorithm set in ZZ variant that I'm working on developing. I did some searching and I didn't find anyone else with a full set of these algorithms, or at least not a full set of usable ones. So, what is the set? I'm calling it CLS-ICP, although it could probably be given a much more accurate name. Basically, I'm taking the CLS I and IM sets, wherein you force an OLL skip when your last F2L pair is already inserted correctly, but has the corner flipped, and I'm adding more algorithms to those sets so that you can recognize and solve the other corners at the same time. It's kind of like the equivalent of doing COLL instead of OLL. It also gives a 1 in 12 chance of forcing a last layer skip if you use it. One thing to note is that CLS-ICP only works if the edges of the last layer are oriented correctly. Therefore, it's very easy to use with the ZZ method, but it won't always work with CFOP. Now, this seems like an alg set that isn't really worth learning. It'll save you time and turns on only a very limited number of F2L cases. However, if you know that you can use a CLS-ICP, you can save moves during your F2L by solving a pair with the corner misoriented. It won't save many moves, and the CLS-ICP algorithms are 2 or 3 moves longer than COLLs on average, but if used correctly, one could still save 2 or 3 moves per solve. It might not seem like a lot, but using the algorithms in this way will also keep you in practice for when you can really take advantage of them to save 10 or 20 moves. Also, you'll look super cool when you use that 1 in 12 chance of forcing the last layer skip. Just saying. Another thing to note is that the alg set contains 84 algorithms, but half of those are just mirrors of the first 42 cases. Also, you can align the D-face before performing algorithms, so that you don't have to learn algs for every single pair position, and you don't have to use cube rotations. I intend for this method to be mostly for one-handed solvers. Though it might sound like a lot to some people, learning 42 algorithms and their mirrors is actually pretty easy, and can be easily accomplished in just a few days. My goal is to know them by January 1st, since I'm not really going to be spending much time on it. There's a link in the description to the Google Doc I'm working on with all the algs. It's not finished yet as of me recording this video, but it should be done by the time I upload my next video. It's really rough and doesn't have very good instructions, but if you want to figure it out, it's there. I'll probably make a tutorial for it once I finish learning it. As a final note, you're probably much better off learning many other alg sets than CLS-ICP at first. This is more of a fun experiment for me, and it doesn't have a lot of practical uses, though it definitely has some. I'll get back to you guys in a few months about how useful it actually is. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on Monday.